We're celebrating the opening of a very complex redevelopment of a city block with a couple medical practices and a long-awaited bagel deli shop coming in. When the oral surgery group was looking to expand, but they had no place for the surgeon to go. So they immediately started thinking, well, we've got to get a new space. And then a friend of mine said, why aren't you looking at those buildings, vacant buildings on Brandon? And I said, what buildings on Brandon? And he goes, those ones are on Brandon. I said, well, what Brandon? I didn't even think about it, and I drive by here 20 times a day. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, hey, you know, I've been looking at the wrong thing. I've been looking at vacant lots. I've been looking at the wrong building. Why not just look at a site and ask the doctors, would this be a location you would appreciate?
We looked at the location. The location's fantastic because it's like if you threw a dart in the middle of Roanoke, here you are. And we came inside and I'm like, really? And Mike said, do you see this steel in the building and the brick and everything like that? We can't recreate that. Like, we'll never be able to do that again.
I remember coming here when it was a warehouse and looking at it. It smelled kind of funky. It was emptied out. There was a big dock in the back. Couldn't tell you where that part of the building is right now, but just the fact that you used to drive past here and not even know that it was here, and now you can't drive past without seeing it, is really cool. Like, that's kind of cool. Like, we put something, like we put it on a map.
So it was kind of neat that we were able to design two different medical buildings that really serve two different clientele, but they're side by side and they need to look like one big facility. So that's what we tried to do, is make them all look the same, but their interiors are, if you go next door, the interiors are very different.
I can't put it in words because from where I came from here and when we started and where we ended up, I mean, it's unbelievable. In my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have thought that this would come to fruition. We have a lot more space. We're able to, like, for example, we have enough room to put 2 X-ray machines in so we can have less waiting. Our recovery area is bigger, more room to maneuver.
It's just perfect group of people with different backgrounds. You know, you've got the 3 oral surgeons and 3 derms who are just like, this is what I need for my space. And you've got all these people who are like, we know how to make it happen. I don't think it could have been better.
This is a really great case study for any kind of municipality to see how you can make a project move quickly. You can make it get over obstacles. Everybody just has to be staying focused on the fact that everybody's going to win. Being able to take those facilities and kind of repurpose them and not tear them all down and start over, I think was a message that, you know, we don't have to have new buildings, we just have to have new development, you know, or good redevelopment. So I would think that this valley benefits by a project like this because it sees something from the past that has now got a very nice new future.